Millions of people are watching this kind of content right now, and they don't even realize what's going on. But once you see it, you won't be able to unsee it. There's a type of content being spread across the internet right now, and millions of people are being pulled into it without even realizing it. It feels emotional, it feels real, it feels honest. And that's exactly why it works. Because when something feels real, well, we don't question it. We connect to it and we trust it. But lately, people are starting to say the same thing. I can't quite put my finger on it, but something feels off. And well, once you see it, you can't unsee it. Now, before we go any further, I want to be clear. This is not about attacking anyone. And it's not about harassment or making accusations. This is actually about a pattern. A pattern that is showing up across platforms and across creators and across entire online communities. And truthfully, once you start to understand the pattern, well, you start to see it everywhere. So, let's break it down slowly, clearly, and honestly. Because this goes much deeper than most people realize. And at the center of all of this is something incredibly powerful: emotion-driven storytelling. Stories about loss, and stories about grief, and stories about survival. And when someone shares those experiences, we don't just watch, we feel and we absorb. And we really do internalize it. And then something interesting happens. We form a connection. A very real connection, indeed, to someone we've never met. Someone who we don't know their true breadth of their life story. Someone we don't even know what their favorite colors are, or favorite movies are, or what they enjoy doing with their downtime. Someone who we don't know their family and their past and really what makes them them. So that real connection that I was speaking of, that's referred to as a parasocial relationship. And it's not fake, it's not imaginary, it feels real. And that's because emotionally, it is real. But here's where things begin to shift. Subtly, slowly, over time. Because, well, as that connection starts to grow, something else starts to grow alongside it. Attention, engagement, and eventually monetization. And again, there's nothing wrong with that. Creators do deserve to be paid. But when emotion, connection, and monetization start overlapping, well, that's when things can start to feel complicated. Because now, the story isn't just being told. It's being watched, rewarded, and reinforced. And, well, that changes things. Not always intentionally, but structurally. Some viewers stay connected and fully supported, but others, well, they start to feel something shift. They can't always explain it, but they can feel it. And they start asking questions like, why does this feel different? Why does this feel more structured? And why do I feel like I'm being pulled in? And that feeling, that subtle discomfort, is what starts the divide. On one side, support. On the other side, skepticism. And both sides feel completely justified, which brings us to the psychology. Because this isn't just random, no. There's something called truth bias, and it explains a lot. Because when we like someone, even a little, our brain chooses to believe them. Automatically, and without effort, we filter out red flags, and we ignore inconsistencies. And we protect that connection, because losing that connection, well, that can feel very uncomfortable. And when someone challenges it, it can feel personal. And that's why reactions online get so intense. Now, here's where things get even more interesting. Because across different platforms, different creators, and different audiences, people are noticing similar patterns. Not accusations, patterns. A shift in tone. More emotionally timed moments. More engagement pools. And when enough of these patterns stack together, something changes in how it feels. That moment when you pause and think, wait, what is this really? The one that doesn't have an easy answer. What point does storytelling become something else? At what point does connection become influence and start shaping the story itself? Because the internet rewards attention, and it rewards emotion, and it rewards engagement. And over time, people learn what works. So the question becomes, are we even watching real moments? Or are we watching what performs best? And maybe the answer is somewhere in between. But once you start asking that question, you start to see things differently. And you start noticing patterns that you never noticed before. And that feeling that something's off starts to make sense. So I want to ask you something, but I want you to really think about it. Have you ever watched someone and felt really connected to them, but then something felt off and something changed? Maybe not dramatically, maybe not super obviously, but enough where you felt it and it started to change your perception, even if you couldn't explain it? Let me know in the comments. And if you're not subscribed, you'll want to be, because I'm covering some fascinating information in the near future. Information on grifters, dry beggars, performative acting, opportunist, and narcissism. And we're looking at the ways in which emotional storytellers and other influencers make money on the YouTube platform. What might their super thanks look like? And how much do they really make off of views? We're diving deep into the financial side of being an influencer. And we have a lot to unpack in the future, and you won't want to miss it. As always, thanks for being here, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video.